Good afternoon, you guys. I hope you're having a great day so far. Today we're going to be creating art based off of the story, How to Catch the Easter Bunny. And we're about to get started. What I would like for you guys to do is to be creative and think about what you think the Easter Bunny's house might look like. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ask that you guys make sure that you get a piece of paper and a pencil. I have a big rectangle drawn on my board here just to show you guys the size that I'm drawing it so you can see it a little bit better than if I were drawing it on paper. Remember, you can stop and start this video as often as you need to. Let's get started. We're going to draw the Easter Bunny's house today, and we're going to make it out of a basket. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to draw the shape of a square. But instead of it having pointed corners, you're going to curve the corners of your square. So we're going to start in the middle of our paper with 2 lines, just like that. And you're going to curve the corners. Good job. So simple. After you do this, you're going to draw a long rectangle on the top of this. You want your rectangle to stick out just a little bit, hanging over the edge of your other shape. Oops, I made that a little bit too long. Let me make it a little bit shorter. All right, next, we want to draw parts of eggs sticking out of the top of our basket. I'm going to draw about 3. 1, 2, 3 right here. And then I'm going to draw a couple more when I finish these. 1, 2. There we go. You're doing a great job. All right, after you finish doing that, we need to draw the handle on our basket. So I'm going to draw a line that comes over my egg and around and back down. Now, you guys know that when you draw, you can't see through the egg. So, what I need to do is I need to come back on the inside of this handle and copy this line. And then after I do that, I'm going to erase where I can see in between the lines so that it makes it look like the eggs are behind my handle. Can everybody see that? Hopefully so. Once you finish doing that, we're going to draw a little line from this side of the handle to the other, and it's kind of curved. Once you do that, you're going to add some upside down triangles to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can have 4 or 5. You can have as many as you want, actually. Those are just a little decoration for your basket. Also at the top, we're going to add a little bow here and a little bow here. You can add those by making a loop, another loop, and 2 lines. I'll do it again over here so you can see it better. 1 loop, 2 loops, and a couple of little lines. Great job. All right, next, inside of the bottom part of our basket is where our house is going to be. So if you kind of think about it, my eggs are kind of like the roof of the house, and down here is where we'll put our door and our windows. Now, you can put as many doors and windows as you would like. Your windows do not have to be the same shape as mine in my picture. You can put your windows in all different shapes. You can make windows that are circular. You can make windows that have round tops. You can make windows that are squares. You can make windows that are rectangular. And anything else that you guys can come up with. So feel free to experiment and make it your own picture. Also, you can make doors in these shapes as well. I'm going to make my door in a tall rectangle. You can put 1 or 2 windows in your picture. You could even fit 4 or more if you like. I'm just going to fit 2 in my picture this time. I'm going to put two curved windows in my picture. And I have my rectangle in the middle of them for my door. You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. All right, I'm also going to add a rectangle window above my door. Hey, what shape are we using a lot of today? Rectangles. Good job. All right, next, inside my door, I'm going to draw a square for my window. You can make the inside of your window however you would like to. You can put little lines going across. You can even make lines coming down. You can just do a couple, or you can do many. There's all different ways you can create a window. You can even make a curved line with lines that come up and around. Think about what one of your windows at your house looks like. You might even want to copy that. Underneath these windows, I'm going to put another little rectangle. There's that word again. After you finish that, go ahead and add your windows inside of these. Once you're finished, you can add any type of decoration you want to on top of your house, on the front of it. I actually am going to add a couple of baskets down here, or pots with plants in them. And the shape that I'm going to use is going to be this right here. Do you know the name of that shape? Sometimes we see it more like this. That's right, it's a trapezoid. Good job. I'm going to make a long, skinny trapezoid here and a long one here. Then I'm going to put a bumpy line on top. Those are my bushes in my pots. Let me erase that and make that a little bit shorter so it looks like it's even with the other one. All right. What I want to do now is I want to go back in and have my house sitting on some land. So I'm going to draw some lines coming down for the land that it's sitting on, or the ground in this case. Also, around my house, I would like to draw some grass and some flowers. So there's all different types of flowers you can draw. You can draw flowers that look like this with an oval, the letter U, and you can overlap petals in the background, about 5. That would be one example of a flower. You can even draw the stamen coming up from the middle. Another type of flower to draw would just be a simple circle with petals coming around it. These are very simple flowers. If there's any other type of flower that you would like to draw, you can do that by Googling how to draw different types of flowers online. YouTube has some great tutorials. Just make sure that your parents know that you're Googling and make sure that they're with you to show you what sites are safe to go to. So next I'm going to put a flower in my picture, and I'm going to make it big because my Easter Bunny's house is in the grass. And this is just the top part. We haven't even talked about what his house might look like under the ground. Can you even imagine? So I'm going to draw a flower here, and I think I'll make another one up here. Then, after I finish making my flowers, I'll draw some stems. You can draw stems, you can draw leaves on your stems. You make it as simple for you as possible, but remember to make it your own. Yours doesn't have to look exactly like mine. After you draw your flowers, we're going to add some grass. When we draw our grass, we're going to draw long, tall lines that stop at the top, make a point, and come back down. Watch. Uh-oh, this is in my way. I'm going to pick my pencil up, or in this case my marker, and finish it on the other side. You can even make your lines come behind each other, like this. So draw a lot of pieces of grass coming up. Now, these pieces of grass are overlapping. That means that they are coming in front of each other and behind other things in our picture. And there's lots and lots of grass. Remember, you can stop and start this video as often as you need to. I'm going to make my pieces of grass really tall. All right, once you finish drawing a lot of tall grass, then you can even draw some weeds that come up in the background. Now the reason I'm putting one up from here is because you can't see the grass that's behind my eggs, but we know that it's there, right? Because our basket is sitting in the grass. So I'm going to draw a few of these weeds. Feel free to add more flowers if you like, more weeds, or you don't have to put any of those in your picture if you don't want to. Remember, yours doesn't have to look like mine. Make it your own. All right, now we're finished with this part. We need to add the stepping stones in front of our house. We want the house to look like it's a little bit further away from us. So when we want something to look like it's far away from us, we make something small and higher up on the page. For example, my first stone, and I'm going to change colors, is going to be a small, skinny, flat oval right in front of the door. I'm going to add a few more staggered out, and they're slowly going to get what? What are they doing? They're slowly getting what? I know you're saying it at home. They're slowly getting larger, right? Good job. These are the stepping stones to our house. Now it looks like our house is further away from us, right? Okay, guys, the last thing that you really need to do as far as adding your details is to go back in, add types of details inside your windows or any kind of decoration you want to around your house. Extra little lines here and there. You can even add some type of little bow if you wanted to. Or in this case, I added a carrot above my window. And then we need to add details to our eggs. You can use different types of repeated lines on your eggs to add details or repeated designs. I know that you guys know we've talked about all kinds of lines in the past. Vertical, horizontal, curvy, wavy, zigzag, dotted, broken. You guys know all of these. So use some of these different lines, and I'm going to change colors again, to add details on your eggs. Okay, looks like I'm finished. Now, all I need to do is color my picture. If you have crayons, markers, paint, you can color it however you want to. If not, you can just leave it in pencil. It's up to you. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.